Pacers lost yesterday on the first day of a back-to-back as Brissett misses, and Stanley Johnson has the rebound. A valiant effort, 122.
And Ken Mauer, the veteran official, and the Raptors win it. Here's Malachi Flynn. Played well, didn't he, on Friday night, Jack?
Fabulous. He and Jalen Harris were terrific.
Gillespie. Birch kicks it out. And Stanley Johnson. Shot doesn't. So no Jalen Harris. As we mentioned, he was spectacular on Friday night in his hometown. Ken Birch with the bucket, had a season-high 31 points in 36 minutes. Here's LeVert on the deck, and he turns it over. Here's LeVert on the deck, and he turns it over. Second time he got deep into the paint and kind of throws it away. Turnover. And Sabonis.
I mean, there was great spirit, great team identity. No quit whatsoever. They got down 19 and battled all the way back and had a chance to pull that game out.
They shot 42% from three this season. 4-point lead for Indiana. Nearly 6 minutes in to game 72. Here's Birch, and Birch in the paint.
Another nice pocket pass there. He's got 3 assists. So doing a good job. Stanley Johnson hooking up his bigs.
Bembry, a 3 that doesn't go. Stanley tracks it down deep in the corner in that 3-team deal.
Thank God he's doing okay.
Yes.
Health scare there.
In that 3-team deal.
Thank God he's doing okay.
Yes.
Health scare there.
Bembry under 10 of the shot clock, and a running start for Johnson. Now feeds it into the post, and good job fronting that jump.
Expanded his game immensely.
Sabonis with it. Starting to play better.
Philly's quietly won 8 of 10. You know, like, you really haven't heard. All you hear about is the Lakers and Brooklyn. And he's bench is given something. 12 points for Indiana's bench, 8 for Toronto.
Now 11 as Baines delivers all the way from Grand Prairie. A good job, but then Patase right there.
It's all that virtual learning you're doing, Matt.
Yeah.
That's what's helping your math skills.
Yeah, just a wonderful honor, so deserved. The 11-time NBA All-Star. And when you think of Chris Webber, and then also Bill Russell will create spacing and 3-point game. And Johnson, dribble, drive, kick.
That wheel may be tender.
3-point play for Johnson.
Pretty decent quality.
Stanley, a 3, and it doesn't go. And Gillespie's going to get charged with a foul. Thing to step into as a first-time head coach in the NBA. And driving.
The regular season ended in the bubble in Orlando, and you go back to 2 years ago when he split time between Chicago.
And you wouldn't think that of a guy with that slight of build, but he's managed to do that.
It's going to be exciting times this summer for Team Canada, and interesting to see who makes it and who's there. Here's Baines.
A high-end pick of the Detroit Pistons, and quite frankly, it hasn't gone maybe the way he wanted it mapped out. And nonetheless, I just think I like his willingness and his upbeat attitude,
and he plays hard, as you mentioned, and he guards.
Obviously, nicks and bruises and stuff like that, and I don't think I missed a game before the team, got COVID, and I couldn't get right after that. I mean, it's just literally a day after day. Some of these pains and injuries that I've had are things I've never experienced before. So it's been tough on a lot of different levels to recover.
Malachi and his play and what you saw from Jalen Harris. Here's Stanley with a 3. Doesn't go. And your former teammate Brissett with the rebound there. The equipment
donation
manager.
like donation.
Yeah, so no doubt. There was a few conversations, man. I was itching it to get back on the court. Obviously, that's the only uniform I want to be wearing.
a lot of growth from this season. It's something that Nick Nurse talked about before the game, about a hunger and a desire to get started for next season.
And get back in the lab. This will be the longest offseason, we've had in my 5 years. So you got time to relax and then, still be able to have that. And what he believes he can be. And hopefully, he can take another big step next year because we're certainly going to need him.
Malachi Flynn with the 3-point.
McConnell trying to pressure him full court, and he'll have some catch and shoot opportunities. So there he is, knocking down a big catch and shoot. Here's another one.
Puts it on the deck, drive, scoop shot, doesn't go.
That some teams that do go somewhere and some that don't, and I think a lot of it has to do with the will of certain players on your team, particularly your lead guy, about Fred, and he was dead on right.
Time now for the Raptors' keys to victory.
Next season, good health. Bottom line, I think if this roster's healthy, they're a playoff team. Secondly,
we've done well over 50 games.
Yeah, you said that the other day, and I was surprised.
In the studio. And it has become somewhat normal.
We're honored and privileged to work for you, and
Stanley,
so
lead pass.
Support.
Whoa.
Oh, Nelly.
Game 72, final game of the year. And Fred talked about this, the lengthy offseason and after everything they've gone through. Game 72, final game of the year. And Fred talked about this, the lengthy offseason and after everything they've gone through.
So maybe the breakfast ball for your rookie year, I usually take the breakfast ball on the first tee.
The pass stolen. Here's Stanley.
I usually take the breakfast ball on the first tee.
The pass stolen. Here's Stanley. And he lays it up and through. And an 11-point game, 108-97.
And Anunoby and Siakam, then you're right. You have that opportunity.
And at the free throw line is Stanley Johnson and 6. And you see that since then. But we understand why we talked to Fred about that.
Yeah.
You come back in, you start thinking about the draft, and you'll hold workouts and on to the offseason and a lot of big decisions. On to the offseason and a lot of big decisions, and certainly to be made. And Stanley Johnson lines up the Flynn gives it to Stanley. Johnson, a little bit of room. Is an excellent point, by the way.